Okay. Hey there, everybody. Shh, not too loud. Not too loud. This is, all right, yeah, I am wearing a tiara, and I am wearing a black velvet smoking jacket, which was supplied by Neiman Marcus. And in the spirit of egalitarianism, the tiara is from Target Corporation. And to be fair and transparent, you should know that I am a shareholder of Target, New York Stock Exchange symbol TGT. All right. Now, Itchi-Puzis and Prince Charles. You know, one of the things that I want to do with this channel is give everybody a word of the day, and not it's not embarrassing at all, because I'm selecting words that I don't even know, but I thought I might introduce you to the words Itchi-Puzi, because it's interesting. It's spelled Itchi-Puzi. This is a Japanese word, and it refers to a soft garment to be worn, up top, normally in colors of red and orange and maybe a little bit of off-white, etc. And it's very soft and normally made of silk, and it's unisex. Anybody can have an Itchi-Puzi if they want one. It has no buttons or snaps. It has no belt ties, and it can be worn with an undergarment or not. And I used to have an Itchi-Puzi, but in the spirit of friendship, I gave mine away. And I never got another one. But I hope my friend is enjoying my Itchi-Puzi. Now, let's go on to Prince Charles, please, and that's why I'm wearing the tiara, kind of, because we're going to do a little bit more of this royal stuff. And if you haven't watched the last video, the folly of a future king, please go back to that episode before you watch this one. Now, in The Folly of a Future King, I talked all about the Oprah interview and the interview that Harry and Meghan gave to Oprah. And I talked a lot about the family meeting that did not include Meghan, but included other members of the royal family, in which the subject of the color of the skin of yet unborn Archie, what the color of his skin would be. And Harry did tell Meghan about this. She was not in the meeting, but he was so outraged with the family, and he was very, very clear to say it was not the Queen and it was not Prince Philip that broached this topic. So I immediately jumped to Prince Charles, because, as I said in that prior video, I find him to be like totally socially awkward and kind of an asshole, and now he's going to be the king. And so the reason why I'm doing the follow-up is because I came across a video that he created for a holiday in the United Kingdom called Day of Reflection. And during the day of reflection, I think it's right and proper for the citizens to think back about, what's been going on in their lives, what's been going on all around them and everything. And in this particular speech that Prince Charles decided to give on his own, the speech was about the virus and how it impacted the citizens. It's late, y'all. The citizenry of the United Kingdom. And he talked about the sacrifices that everyone made. But the thing that really made me realize from the prior video, I said, if they start whispering that Prince Charles is the one who did the racial commenting, and maybe even also the Duchess of Cornwall, that he would come out with something to kind of let everybody know in advance that he wasn't the one. And so, I'm watching this Day of Reflection video that he made where he talks about the sacrifices of the citizens, all the folks, and he put the following phrase in here, and this is a direct quote, referring to the United Kingdom as, quote, richly diverse in community and culture, unquote. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, certainly the virus, the COVID-19 virus, did not discriminate, does not discriminate based on race or gender or whatever else. It's an equal opportunity sickness maker, so to speak. So, and when here in America, when our leaders have spoken of the virus, they never put things like impacting our richly diverse community and culture, because it doesn't matter. So I'm asking you, why did Prince Charles find it necessary to comment on the kingdom as being richly diverse in community and culture? And what he's basically saying is what I said he was going to say. And he's going to say, hey, don't look at me. I'm an okay guy. I'm not racist. So, what I want to do now is translate what I remember from his speech in American English. Okay? And this would be Prince Charles talking if he were American. Y'all, we got black people, we got Indians, we got who knows what else, race-wise and everything. And it's just fine with me, we are diverse, and we love being diverse. It's really, really important to me as your future king to be totally accepting of our diversity in our community and our culture. And therefore, and now what he's saying is, what he wants you to think is, don't even think for a minute that I broached the subject of the color of Archie's skin in the family meeting a couple weeks ago, because, hey, I'm not a racist. Okay? Now, what another thing you would have gotten from, another thing you would have gotten from the Oprah interview is that Harry and his daddy, Prince Charles, had kind of a tiff where neither one would talk to the other one. And it was the exact same time as all this stuff about Archie's skin color came out. And I'm saying to you, Harry said to his father said, "Wonder what color this kid's skin is going to be." And Harry said, "You fucking asshole. How dare you talk about that and imply these kinds of things?" And of course, as fathers and sons will do, they had a falling out. And that falling out was mentioned in the Oprah interview, and that falling out was happening at the same time as the discussions about this family meeting where all this other shit came out. Okay? Okay. Now, fine. And I don't want to keep you all too long, and I don't want to stay on too long because I've got some more stuff to do in the dark, in the night. But before I go, I would like to address Her Majesty the Queen. Girl, what are you thinking? What were you thinking in about 1963 to 1965 when Charles was away at school and you didn't have braces put on his teeth? This is why this man is so odd on camera and he can't smile, because he's totally embarrassed about his wonky, crooked teeth that are on the right side of his mouth. And so he kind of talks without opening his lips there. And you know, how embarrassing is that? And you know what? Wouldn't the firm go for braces? Is that like a bad image for the, what do you call him, the rightful heir to the throne, who maybe it is, no matter what happens, they're considered to be perfect and therefore we don't really touch them? And is this the same firm that said, Meghan, no, you are not going to get any kind of mental health because it's bad for the institution. It is bad for the monarchy. And so I'm wondering, I said, ma'am, who's in charge? I mean, you're the queen, and it sounds like you take your marching orders from this corporate body that basically tells all y'all what to do. And that may be the case, but the same people that were in charge of the firm in 1963, I promise you, are not the same folks in charge in the 21st century. So this firm, this institution, is a living, breathing thing that is going on in perpetuity. And his teeth should have been fixed. Case closed on that. Now it seems like I had one more thing I wanted to say about that. So, you know, here's the deal. Maybe, just maybe, it is true that the firm's in charge, that the institution is the shadow behind the monarchy. And I'll tell you something else. I have believed for many years that the United States has a shadow government that runs things. And I still believe that. And I'll tell you something I saw on television not that long ago. It was a repeat of something from right after Bill Clinton left the office of the presidency here in the United States, and he was on a talk show. And this talk show host said to him, "You told us when you were going into the presidency that you were going to find out about the UFO situation and what's going on with that and what the files are and Project Blue Book and what's going on for real in Area 51 that has a black budget of God knows how much money that nobody, absolutely nobody, has to account for it. So they're over there in Nevada, a few hours away from Las Vegas. And by the way, these folks, some of them live in Area 51, but some of them do live in Las Vegas. And every day, a commuter airline called Janet takes these folks from McCallum Airport in Vegas to Area 51, and the windows are blocked over. You can't see in, you can't see out to see where you're going. And Janet is, they say it's a acronym for just another non-existent terminal. So all these people, these secret scientists, zoom off every day to Area 51, and then they zoom back at the end of the day to the Janet terminal, and they go home. Okay, it's pretty secretive. You're not allowed to get very close at all. You can't get close at all. At all, you can't get very close. And their signs say they are authorized to shoot to kill. But the point of all of this is that when this talk show host asked Bill Clinton about the weighing of information on the UFOs in Area 51 and his promise to find out for us, you know, what's going on, Bill Clinton said he was told by the CIA that the President of the United States is a temporary government employee and therefore has no need to know. And so it is the behind-the-scenes government, the shadow government, and to some degree the CIA, which is probably the face of the shadow government and who does certain communications like they did with Bill Clinton about the shadow government that runs this country. And so anyway, I thought it's pretty interesting. So it's happening here. Maybe it's happening in the UK. The Queen has got a shadow situation going on also. If she does, I feel really bad for her because she's majestic and she's very real, and I love her. And she is the very, what is that phrase I used the last time? Something of a, she's the queen, and I would just like to think that she could get her son's teeth fixed. So you guys, I don't have my, hold on one second, please. I thought I had some more notes, but we'll do it next time. So anyway, Itchi-Puzi is the word of the day. Every episode, every telecast, I want to come up with a word of the day that's kind of quirky and odd, etc. And I always, in my heart, hope that you enjoy my shows. And look, we got to get me out of Studio B- and into Studio A, and in a way that's kind of a euphemism for let's get this show on the road and make it successful. So please subscribe, please hit the like button. Even if you don't like it, just hit it. It's not going to cost you anything. And hit the notification bell. And my pledge is to you that the videos will get more interesting and they'll always be topical. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm BC. This is BC TV Live After Dark. And my channel is Conquer Lost Dreams.